Welcome to HDTV. You're now rocking with your boy. Victor Oladipo turned down a 2-year, $45.2 million extension from Houston Rockets. The Houston Rockets guard, Victor Oladipo, turned down offer Rockets were handing him, the most the franchise could offer him before the end of the regular season. Sources told ESPN. As expected, Oladipo is pursuing a longer-term deal. Sources said something that the collective bargaining agreement doesn't allow the Rockets to offer him until the offseason. Oladipo is in the final year of a 4-year, $85 million contract, which leaves the Rockets with decisions to make prior to the March 25th trade deadline, including whether they'll make him available in trade talks. The transitional state of the Rockets roster makes it likely they'll listen to overtures as they continue to get to know Oladipo, and he gets to know them. Since the mid-January trade that brought him from the Indiana Pacers as part of the James Harden blockbuster, for the Rockets amid a post-Harden and Russell Westbrook era, there are a number of options with Oladipo, including weighing his value in the trade deadline marketplace, committing to and aggressively pursuing a long-term deal in the summer, working with Oladipo on getting value back in signing trade talks in the offseason, or letting him walk to use the cap space on other players in free agency. It is typical that teams become more focused in pursuing trades closer to the deadline, which is still nearly 4 weeks away. Houston has yet to engage with teams on trade talks involving Oladipo. Sources said, nevertheless, Oladipo, who's 28, has a chance to become one of the best two-way players available at the trade deadline or in free agency. The Miami Heat and New York Knicks are among teams that have had an interest in Oladipo, and both have the salary cap space to sign him outright in the summer. After the season concludes, but before the start of free agency, Houston will be able to offer him as much as a 4-year, $113 million extension. Once free agency begins, Houston can offer up to 4 years for $151 million or 5 years for $195 million. Oladipo has averaged 19 points, 5 rebounds, and 5 assists in 13 games with the Rockets this season. For his 9-year career, including stops with the Orlando Magic, the Oklahoma City Thunder, and the Indiana Pacers, he has averaged 17.4 points, 5 rebounds, and 4 assists. Oladipo has shown the ability to be a top defender as well. So, basically, Oladipo turned down the deal. He basically said he wanted to go to Miami. He was upset that he was traded to the Houston Rockets. He wanted to see if he can leave and go to Miami, which he'll have the option. To me, the Knicks, they would look good too. But I think Oladipo would rather play with the Miami Heat and Jimmy Butler. And he would be a perfect fit. Right now, he could step in and be that two guard / point guard for him on offense, which will take pressure off of Jimmy. Jimmy won't have to bring the ball up and facilitate and get guys their shots. Oladipo can do all these things because in college he played point guard and he plays some two guard, so he's a combo guard. He's very good at passing. He's very underrated passer. A good defender, could be great. Offensively, he's clutch. The only problems with Oladipo has been health. Can he stay healthy? If he continues to show he can stay healthy, then I would offer him that money. But I'm not offering him up to 151 or 195 million because the guy's injury prone. He hasn't shown the past 3 or 4 seasons that he can or 2 or 3 seasons I believe that he can stay healthy. Now, if you could promise me he stay healthy, he's worth every bit of that money. He's a leader. He's a good locker room guy. He works with everybody. He doesn't shy away from working with others. He's a hard worker, very hard worker. He's always working on a piece of his game, and he's also watching film. He does all the things he's supposed to do. But to me, Where do you think will be better for him, Miami or New York, or do you think it'll be another team that steps in to get him? I think he would fit perfectly in Miami right now with Jimmy Buckets. If him and Miami Buckets got together, it's on and popping. The Heat are going to be dangerous for the next 3, 4 years. And that would really work out for them because Jimmy could save himself. Jimmy doesn't have to kill himself every night like he's doing. Oladipo could take the best guy if he wanted to. So, but Victor's a great player, man. He's a good player who could be a great one. He just has to stay healthy. Remember, health is availability as well. So I I say that you have to stretch. You have to make sure your body is together before you play because any little ticky ticky injury or anything that could lead up to something serious, you know, it could be detrimental to you. So you have to be cautious if you're a team going to sign Victor Oladipo. Now I would sign him. I mean, I would sign him for the 113, I believe, but I'm not signing him to the 195 because he hasn't shown he can stay healthy. So to me, New York, he would fit there as well. That'll be a good fit because now you could be able to throw an extra guy out there for defense because you could have him run the point and you could throw somebody else out there for defense. So that's one of the positives of having him on the team. But Oladipo, he's looked good this year. I'm glad he's finally healthy. You know, he gets hurt often, so I'm glad he's back on the court, and I'm glad he's taking it easy. So let me know in the comment section. Do you believe Oladipo is going to stay, or do you believe he's going to Miami or New York? And tell me which one would you rather see him in? I would rather see him in Miami. But I would look into that if I could trade him. If they could trade him and get some picks, that would be great for them and a player. You know, I believe both sides would be all right. But let me know in the comment section. Well, let me know in the comment section. Do you believe he stays with Houston or leaves for New York or Miami? To me, I like him in Miami better. And I would trade him if I can so I don't lose him for nothing. So watch out for Houston to move Oladipo in the next few weeks. I mean, next few days, excuse me. Because you rather get something in return than not for nothing. Thank you for listening, man. And let me know in the comment section, where do you believe he's going to go? New York, Miami, or do you believe he should stay in Houston? If I was him, I would stay in Houston and get that big money. But if I was Houston, I wouldn't offer him the super max because he gets hurt too much. Thank you for listening. We are out. Daisy.